Hey there. Welcome to this journey where we're going to flip the script on everything you thought you knew about manifesting your dreams. If you've been spending hours watching manifestation videos, learning about the law of attraction, and repeating affirmations without seeing real change, then stick around. Today we're talking about taking control, about moving from passive watching to actively learning how to manipulate energy. I'm not here to preach some dry science lesson. Instead, I want to share a down-to-earth, easy-to-follow guide on how to harness the power that flows through you and around you every day. Let's face it, we've all been sucked into the endless loop of videos that promise to show you the secret formula to success. But what if the secret isn't about sitting back and watching someone else do all the work? What if the real power is in learning to shape the energy that makes up our lives? We're going to explore everything from ancient wisdom and modern theories to simple, hands-on techniques that you can start using right now. So if you're ready to ditch the endless scroll of manifesting tips and get into real energy work, let's jump in. Okay, let's talk straight. You've probably seen a million manifestation videos online. They're everywhere, on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and they all promise that if you just visualize, affirm, and vibe high, everything will magically fall into place. But here's the catch. While these videos can be inspiring, they often leave you stuck on the sidelines, watching and wishing rather than doing. Think about it. You sit down, relax, and let the video talk you into believing that by just imagining your dream life, it will show up. Sure, a few people might have experienced some luck here and there, but for most of us, this approach doesn't lead to any real transformation. You see, when you're only watching, you're not really learning how to control your own energy. You're just passively absorbing someone else's ideas. And that passive state keeps you exactly where you are, stuck in the same habits, thoughts, and feelings that you've always known. The problem with these videos is that they rarely dig into the how of changing your energy. They talk a big game about attracting wealth, love, or success, but they rarely explain how to actually shift your inner state. You might hear phrases like, raise your vibration, or think positive, but what does that really mean? Without understanding the deeper mechanics of energy manipulation, you're left with a lot of pretty words and no real tools to create change. Now, I'm not saying that watching these videos is completely useless. They can spark an interest and give you a taste of what's possible. But if you really want to transform your life, you need to stop being a passive observer and start taking charge. It's time to learn the real techniques behind energy manipulation, get your hands dirty, and experiment with methods that actually work for you. And trust me, once you start doing that, you'll wonder why you ever settled for just watching. Imagine for a moment that everything in our world, from the tiniest grain of sand to the vast galaxies, is alive with energy. This energy isn't just some abstract idea, it's a fundamental aspect of our existence. Energy manipulation, at its core, is about learning to tap into and direct that force, both within ourselves and in our environment. In this extended exploration, we'll dive deep into what energy manipulation means, where the concept comes from, and how both ancient wisdom and modern theories provide us with tools and insights to understand and ultimately harness this power. Let's start with the basics. When we talk about energy manipulation, we're not referring to some sci-fi superpower or magical trick. Instead, we're discussing a process by which you become aware of the subtle energy that flows through every part of your being, and you learn to shift and channel that energy to improve your life. In everyday terms, it's about feeling more in tune with your body, your emotions, and even your thoughts. Recognizing that all of these elements are interconnected through an invisible, yet very real, energetic field. One way to understand this concept is to think of your body as a living, vibrating instrument. Every cell in your body is constantly pulsing with energy, and these vibrations are influenced by everything you experience, your thoughts, emotions, and even the environment around you. When you're happy, excited, or at peace, your energy vibrates at a higher frequency. When you're stressed, anxious, or in pain, that frequency drops. Energy manipulation, then, is about learning to consciously adjust these frequencies so that you can create a more positive internal and external environment. The roots of energy manipulation can be traced back thousands of years, across many different cultures. In Eastern philosophies, for instance, there is the concept of qi in Chinese tradition or prana in Indian teachings. These terms refer to the life force or vital energy that flows through all living things. According to these traditions, maintaining a balanced and free-flowing qi or prana is essential for health, vitality, and even spiritual growth. Practices such as acupuncture, tai chi, yoga, and qigong were developed not only to heal the body, but also to optimize the flow of this life energy. Similarly, in ancient Indian philosophy, the chakra system provides a framework for understanding energy within the body. Chakras are seen as energy centers that govern various physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of our lives. When these centers are balanced and aligned, energy flows freely, promoting health, creativity, and overall well-being. Blockages or imbalances in the chakras, on the other hand, are thought to lead to physical ailments and emotional distress. Whether you view chakras as literal energy centers or metaphorical representations of your inner state, the underlying message is clear. Managing your energy is key to living a balanced life. Moving to Western thought, there have been various esoteric traditions that echo these ideas. Hermeticism, for example, is a spiritual, philosophical, and magical tradition that dates back to ancient Egypt and Greece. It teaches that the universe is a living organism in which everything is connected through a network of energy, and that understanding this connection is the first step to harnessing it. The principle of as above, so below encapsulates this idea, suggesting that what happens on a cosmic level is reflected in our everyday lives, and vice versa. These traditions encourage practitioners to become attuned to the subtle energies that permeate all things, and to use that awareness to shape reality. While these ancient perspectives provide a rich, symbolic language for discussing energy, modern science has started to catch up in its own way. In the realm of quantum physics, for example, we learn that everything in the universe is made up of energy, vibrating at different frequencies. The famous observer effect suggests that the act of observation can actually influence the behavior of particles, hinting at a deeper connection between consciousness and the physical world. Although many scientists are cautious about drawing direct parallels between quantum mechanics and human consciousness, the idea that our thoughts and intentions might have an impact on our reality is a tantalizing one. Furthermore, neuroscience has revealed that our brain activity, measured in waves, corresponds to different states of consciousness. Whether you're in a relaxed state, deep in meditation, or fully alert and engaged, your brain emits different frequencies of electrical activity. This suggests that the quality of your internal state is not only measurable, but can also be influenced by deliberate practices. Techniques like meditation and breathwork have been shown to change brainwave patterns, promoting states of calm and increased focus. When you start to see these patterns, it becomes easier to understand how a shift in your internal energy can lead to significant changes in how you feel and interact with the world. Let's not forget the role of emotions in this equation. Emotions are essentially the language of energy. When you're feeling love, joy, or gratitude, your energy vibrates at a higher frequency. Conversely, when you experience fear, anger, or sadness, that energy tends to lower. The interplay between emotion and energy is so profound that many practices aimed at emotional healing involve techniques designed to raise your vibrational state. Energy manipulation, in this sense, becomes a tool for not just external manifestation, but internal transformation as well. Now, you might be wondering, how does energy manipulation differ from what we commonly refer to as manifestation? In many popular manifestation videos, you'll hear people talk about raising your vibration, or attracting positive energy. While these concepts are similar, energy manipulation goes a step further. It's not just about passively hoping that positive things will come your way. It's about actively engaging with and directing the energy around you. It means taking responsibility for your inner state and using that awareness to create tangible change in your life. Instead of simply saying, "I want more abundance," energy manipulation encourages you to understand the mechanisms behind that abundance and to learn how to tune your own energy to attract it. Consider the analogy of a radio. Every radio station broadcasts at a specific frequency. When you tune your radio to a particular frequency, you're able to pick up a clear signal while other frequencies remain static. Your inner state is much like that tuning process. If you're stuck on a low, negative frequency, no matter how hard you wish for something different, the signal of your desires will remain fuzzy or unreachable. Energy manipulation is about recalibrating your internal dial so that you can clearly pick up the station of your dreams. It's a dynamic, interactive process that requires both awareness and action. Beyond the personal, energy manipulation also has a communal aspect. When you learn to control your own energy, you're better equipped to connect with and influence the energy of the people and environments around you. Think of it like this. A single candle might seem insignificant, but when you light many candles, the collective glow can brighten an entire room. In the same way, when individuals work on their own energy, the combined effect can lead to a more harmonious and vibrant community. This idea is echoed in various spiritual teachings that emphasize the interconnectedness of all things, suggesting that by healing ourselves, we also contribute to the healing of the world. Another fascinating dimension of energy manipulation is the notion that energy is not static. It's fluid, constantly shifting and evolving. This means that the practices you use to manipulate energy can themselves evolve over time. What works for you today might be different from what you need tomorrow. This dynamic nature of energy is both a challenge and an opportunity. It challenges you to stay curious and adaptable, always looking for new ways to harness the power that lies within and around you. At the same time, it offers endless opportunities for experimentation and growth. Whether you're trying out a new form of meditation, exploring movement practices like Tai Chi, or even dabbling in sound healing, you're engaging in a process that is as much about self-discovery as it is about manifestation. It's also important to acknowledge that energy manipulation is not without its skeptics. Many critics argue that such practices are nothing more than pseudoscience or wishful thinking. They point out that while there are intriguing theories in quantum physics and neuroscience, the evidence for conscious energy manipulation remains largely anecdotal. However, the beauty of energy work is that it doesn't necessarily require universal scientific validation to be meaningful. For many people, the personal experiences of feeling more balanced, centered, and empowered are proof enough that these practices have value. In a world where not everything can be measured or quantified, sometimes the subjective experience is just as important as objective data. Moreover, the fact that energy manipulation can be described from multiple perspectives, ancient spiritual traditions, modern scientific theories, and personal anecdote, adds to its richness. It becomes a bridge between the seen and the unseen, the known and the mysterious. This multidimensional quality is what makes energy work so compelling. It invites you to explore the outer edges of what you believe is possible and to challenge the boundaries of conventional thought. For those who are ready to take this exploration even further, there are countless resources available. Books on Eastern philosophy, modern quantum theory, and even personal development are filled with insights that can expand your understanding of energy manipulation. Workshops, online courses, and even community gatherings provide practical training and a supportive environment to practice these techniques. The more you immerse yourself in the subject, the more you begin to see the connections between your inner world, and the outer reality. In practical terms, energy manipulation means developing a keen sensitivity to your own state and learning to shift it with intention. It starts with self-awareness, recognizing when your energy is low and understanding the triggers that cause it to dip. This might be stress at work, negative interactions with others, or even the impact of overexposure to digital media. Once you've identified these factors, you can begin to implement strategies to counteract them. Techniques such as grounding exercises, mindful breathing, and even simple physical movement can help restore your energy to a higher, more vibrant state. As you progress on this journey, you'll also discover that energy manipulation isn't a one-size-fits-all practice. It's deeply personal and evolves as you do. What resonates with one person might not work for another. That's why it's important to experiment with different techniques, be patient with yourself, and allow your practice to grow organically. Over time, you may find that you develop your own unique methods and rituals that best support your energy flow. One of the most transformative aspects of energy manipulation is its ability to shift your entire perspective. As you learn to control your energy, you start to see challenges in a new light. Setbacks become opportunities for growth, and even everyday struggles take on a deeper meaning. This isn't just about feeling good in the moment. It's about creating a lasting foundation of inner strength and resilience. When you're in tune with your energy, you're better equipped to navigate the ups and downs of life, maintaining balance even in the midst of chaos. Ultimately, redefining energy manipulation is about reclaiming your power. It's about moving away from the passive consumption of inspirational videos and surface-level advice, and instead, committing to a journey of active self-mastery. It means understanding that you are not a passive receiver of life's events, but an active participant in shaping your reality. By learning to manipulate your energy, you begin to take control of the forces that drive your life, opening up new possibilities for growth, healing, and transformation. So whether you're drawn to the ancient practices of Eastern traditions, the cutting-edge ideas of modern science, or simply the desire to feel more empowered in your daily life, energy manipulation offers a rich, multifaceted path to explore. It invites you to dive deep into the mysteries of your own inner world and to emerge with tools that can help you live a more vibrant, fulfilling life. In summary, energy manipulation is not just a trendy buzzword or a mystical concept reserved for a select few. It is a profound practice that bridges ancient wisdom with modern discovery, inviting each of us to tap into the inherent power that lies within. As you journey further into this realm, you'll come to see that the energy around you and within you is the key to unlocking your full potential. Embrace the process, experiment with the techniques, and above all, trust that by learning to manipulate your energy, you are taking the first courageous steps toward mastering your reality. Imagine for a moment that your inner state is like the operating system of your life. It's the unseen software running behind every decision, emotion, and action. Everything you do, feel, and think is filtered through this inner state. When we talk about energy work, we're not merely discussing techniques to feel better for a few minutes. We're talking about fundamentally understanding and reshaping the core of who you are. This is where true transformation begins. At its simplest, your inner state is the sum of your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and subconscious programming. It's everything that makes you, you. Think about it. From the time you wake up until you drift off at night, your inner state is constantly influencing your behavior. It colors how you perceive challenges, how you interact with people, and even how you physically react to stress. When you're aware of your inner state, you're not just a passenger on your life's journey, you're the one driving the car. Let's break this down further. Consider your thoughts first. They're like the dialogue in your head, the running commentary that you might not even be aware of most of the time. These thoughts can be empowering or limiting, positive or negative. When you have empowering thoughts, you feel confident and capable. On the other hand, if your thoughts are dominated by self-doubt or negativity, you might feel stuck or overwhelmed. Over time, these thoughts build up and create a kind of vibrational fingerprint that influences every aspect of your reality. Now add emotions into the mix. Emotions are the energy signals that let you know how your thoughts are impacting you. They're like the soundtrack of your inner life. When you're joyful, your emotional state sends out vibrations that can lift your mood even higher and create positive ripple effects around you. Conversely, emotions like fear, anger, or sadness tend to lower your energy and can even attract more of the same. In energy work, understanding this interplay is crucial. You might have heard the phrase, "Feel as if you already have it." That's not just a motivational quote. It's a reminder that your emotions set the stage for what you experience. But there's another layer that often goes unnoticed: your subconscious beliefs. These are the deep-seated ideas and assumptions that you've accumulated over your lifetime, often without realizing it. They come from early childhood experiences, cultural influences, and even repeated messages from society. For example, if you've grown up hearing that you're not good enough or that success is for other people, these beliefs become like ingrained software routines that run in the background. They shape your responses to opportunities and challenges long before you consciously process them. The fascinating part about all of this is that your inner state is not fixed. It's dynamic, constantly shifting in response to your experiences, thoughts, and emotions. That means you have the power to change it, to reprogram your inner software, so that you can operate from a place of strength, clarity, and creativity. And that's where energy work comes in. The techniques you learn in energy manipulation aren't about denying or suppressing your emotions. They're about understanding them and using that understanding to consciously shift your state. For instance, consider the simple act of taking a deep breath. On the surface, it seems mundane. But when you practice mindful breathing, you're not just oxygenating your body. You're also sending a signal to your brain that it's time to calm down and reset. This small act can ripple through your entire system, gradually shifting your inner state from one of stress to one of calm awareness. It's a reminder that even the most basic actions can have a profound impact on your energy. Another key aspect of understanding your inner state is learning to observe it without judgment. This means becoming an impartial witness to your own thoughts and feelings. It's like stepping outside yourself and watching what's happening inside your mind as if you were an outsider. At first, this can be challenging because we're used to being swept up in our emotions. But with practice, you can learn to identify patterns, like recurring negative thoughts or habitual stress responses, that might be holding you back. Once you can see these patterns clearly, you can begin to choose different responses. A powerful tool in this process is journaling. By putting your thoughts and feelings down on paper, you create a record of your inner experiences that you can analyze over time. You might start to notice that every time you face a particular challenge, a certain set of beliefs or emotions arise. This awareness is the first step in transforming your inner state. Once you understand what triggers a low-energy state, you can start to develop strategies to counteract it. Maybe it's a specific breathing technique, a short meditation, or even a walk in nature, whatever works for you. Science is beginning to catch up with what ancient wisdom has long taught. Neuroscience shows us that our brains are incredibly plastic, meaning they can change and adapt throughout our lives. This concept, known as neuroplasticity, implies that no matter how ingrained your patterns might seem, you can always rewire your brain with new, empowering habits. Every time you consciously choose a new thought or action, you're creating new neural pathways. Over time, these new pathways become stronger, and your inner state naturally shifts toward a more positive and energetic pattern. This idea is beautifully illustrated by the concept of energy signatures. Just as every object in the universe emits a unique vibrational frequency, every person has an energy signature that reflects their inner state. When your thoughts and emotions are aligned with what you truly desire, your energy signature changes, and the universe, in its mysterious ways, begins to respond to that shift. It's not just about wishful thinking. It's about the concrete changes that occur when you consciously transform your inner state. Understanding your inner state also means recognizing the impact of your environment and relationships. The people you spend time with, the places you visit, and even the media you consume can all influence your energy. Negative interactions, chaotic environments, or constant exposure to stress-inducing content can pull your energy down, even if you're doing everything else right. On the other hand, supportive relationships and nurturing environments can help elevate your inner state. Part of energy work is learning to curate your surroundings so that they support your growth rather than hinder it. Consider the simple act of choosing your social circle. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you can have a tremendous impact on your energy. Their positive vibrations can rub off on you, helping you maintain a higher state even during challenging times. Similarly, the physical spaces you inhabit matter. A cluttered, disorganized environment can create mental clutter, while a clean, serene space can promote clarity and calm. Energy work is holistic. It encompasses not just your inner thoughts and feelings, but also the external factors that contribute to your overall state of being. One of the most transformative aspects of understanding your inner state is learning to accept yourself fully. Self-acceptance doesn't mean complacency. It means acknowledging every part of yourself, both the light and the shadow. When you can accept your flaws, fears, and past mistakes without judgment, you free up a tremendous amount of energy that was previously tied up in resistance and self-criticism. This energy can then be redirected toward growth and healing. Many energy work practices emphasize the importance of self-compassion as a foundation for any real change. When you treat yourself with kindness, you create a fertile ground for positive energy to flourish. In practical terms, you can develop self-acceptance by engaging in regular mindfulness practices. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment, observing your inner state without getting entangled in it. Over time, you learn to see your thoughts and emotions as transient phenomena rather than permanent aspects of your identity. This shift in perspective can be liberating. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by your negative thoughts or emotions, you begin to see them as passing clouds, temporary states that you have the power to shift. Another powerful practice is visualization. Not just the typical imagine yourself successful type of visualization, but a deep, immersive visualization of your ideal inner state. Close your eyes and picture yourself at your best, feeling calm, confident, and radiant. Imagine the way your body feels, the sound of your breath, and the lightness of your spirit. The more vividly you can imagine this state, the more you begin to align your actual energy with that vision. Over time, these mental rehearsals help to reprogram your subconscious, shifting your inner state to match your highest aspirations. It's important to remember that understanding your inner state is an ongoing process. It's not something you master overnight. There will be days when old patterns resurface, when you find yourself slipping back into negative habits. That's perfectly normal. The key is to approach these moments with curiosity rather than judgment. Ask yourself, what triggered this response? How can I gently shift my energy back to a higher state? Each moment of awareness is a step forward, even if it feels small at the time. Moreover, understanding your inner state opens the door to deeper insights about who you are. It allows you to peel back the layers of conditioned behavior and societal expectations, revealing the authentic self beneath. This is where true energy work becomes a journey of self-discovery. As you become more in tune with your inner state, you might find that you uncover hidden strengths, untapped potential, and even passions you never knew existed. It's a process of constant unfolding, a journey where every step you take leads to greater clarity, confidence, and connection with your true essence. Your inner state is also closely linked to your physical health. The mind-body connection is a well-documented phenomenon, and modern science has shown time and again that your mental state can influence your physical well-being. Chronic stress, for example, can lead to a host of health issues, while a positive, balanced inner state can boost your immune system and overall vitality. Practices like yoga, Tai Chi, and other forms of mindful movement help bridge this gap, reinforcing the idea that a healthy inner state contributes to a healthy body. When you're aware of how your thoughts and emotions affect your physical energy, you begin to see the importance of maintaining balance on every level. In our fast-paced world, it's all too easy to lose touch with our inner state. We often get caught up in the busyness of life, emails, deadlines, social media, and forget to check in with ourselves. Yet, it's in those quiet moments of introspection that you can truly understand what's going on beneath the surface. Setting aside even a few minutes each day to simply be with your thoughts without distraction can have a profound impact on your energy. Over time, this practice builds a strong foundation of self-awareness, which is essential for effective energy work. Understanding your inner state is about reclaiming your power. It's realizing that you're not just a passive observer of life, but an active participant who has the ability to shape your experiences. Every thought, every emotion, every belief plays a role in creating your reality. And while this might sound overwhelming at first, it also means that you have a tremendous amount of agency. You can choose to shift your inner state, to break free from patterns that no longer serve you, and to cultivate a life filled with purpose and energy. To wrap it all up, grasping the concept of your inner state is like finding the master key to your personal energy system. It's a journey that takes time, patience, and a willingness to look deeply at yourself. But the rewards are immense. When you learn to understand and master your inner state, you're no longer at the mercy of external circumstances or old, limiting beliefs. Instead, you're empowered to create a life that resonates with your highest potential. So, take a moment to check in with yourself right now. Notice the thoughts that race through your mind, the emotions that ebb and flow, and the underlying beliefs that shape your reactions. Recognize that each of these is part of a larger tapestry that makes up who you are. And remember, every day is an opportunity to fine-tune your inner state, to let go of what doesn't serve you, and to embrace the energy of possibility. By cultivating this deep, ongoing awareness of your inner state, you lay the groundwork for everything else in your energy work. It's the foundation on which all transformation is built, a constant reminder that real change starts from within. Embrace it, explore it, and watch as your life begins to shift in ways you never thought possible. Imagine being able to feel in control of the energy that flows through you every moment, knowing that you're not just a bystander, but an active participant in shaping your own reality. In this section, we're going to dive into a wide range of practical techniques that can help you take charge of your energy. These methods are hands-on and meant to be experienced rather than simply read about. They combine ancient practices with modern insights so you can experiment and discover what resonates best with you. Let's start with meditation, but not the kind you might have seen in typical manifestation videos. Instead of sitting passively, we're talking about a guided meditation that centers specifically on energy awareness. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Begin by taking a few deep, deliberate breaths. As you inhale, imagine drawing in a brilliant, vibrant light, the kind that fills you with warmth and vitality. With every exhale, feel the release of any tension, negativity, or stagnant energy that might be weighing you down. This isn't about emptying your mind, it's about tuning in to the flow of energy within you. As you progress, focus on how the breath connects with different parts of your body. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the subtle movements around your abdomen, and the way each breath seems to ripple outward. Over time, This practice not only calms your mind, but also makes you more aware of your internal energy state. Another powerful technique is breath work. Breath is one of the simplest yet most effective tools at your disposal when it comes to energy manipulation. Consider a practice like pranayama, a series of breathing exercises developed in ancient India to control and expand life force. One easy exercise to try is the 4-7-8 method. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for a count of 7, and then exhale completely through your mouth for a count of 8. As you repeat this cycle, visualize your body's energy centers, those subtle spots that many traditions refer to as chakras, lighting up and syncing with your breath. With each cycle, imagine the energy circulating more freely, clearing out old, stuck patterns and inviting fresh, positive vibrations into your system. This deliberate control of your breathing not only calms your nervous system, but also serves as a direct line to shifting your internal energy. Movement-based practices offer another dynamic way to manipulate energy. Traditional disciplines like yoga, tai chi, and qigong combine physical movement with mindful breathing and mental focus. You might not be into rigorous exercise, but these practices are gentle and flowing. For instance, try a short sequence of Tai Chi moves in your living room. Tai Chi involves slow, deliberate movements that encourage you to be mindful of how your body moves and how energy shifts from one part of you to another. As you move, pay attention to the sensations in your muscles and joints, noticing how the energy flows smoothly along with the movements. This can be incredibly grounding and empowering. Even a series of gentle stretches performed with intention can help you tap into your energy reserves. The key is to let your movements become an extension of your inner state, so that every gesture feels both natural and purposeful. For those who are looking for a more advanced or nuanced approach, energy healing modalities like Reiki, sound healing, and crystal work can add an extra layer of depth to your practice. Reiki, for instance, is a Japanese technique that involves channeling energy through the hands to help balance and heal the recipient. Even if you're practicing on yourself, the process can be transformative. Start by placing your hands gently on different parts of your body, the heart, the head, the abdomen, and take a moment to focus on the sensations. Imagine that with every touch, you're transferring pure, healing energy into that area. Over time, you may notice a subtle shift in your overall sense of well-being. Similarly, sound healing uses vibrations from instruments like singing bowls, gongs, or even your own voice to break up energetic blockages. The sounds create resonant frequencies that can help to realign your body's energy centers. Experiment by listening to a sound healing track and observing how it makes you feel. Do you notice a lightness, a deep relaxation, or perhaps an awakening of emotions? These experiences can offer clues on how different frequencies interact with your personal energy. Technology has even entered the arena of energy work. Today, there are biofeedback devices and apps that can monitor your heart rate variability, brain waves, or even your skin conductivity. Each of these measurements can be indicators of your energetic state. While these devices won't perform the energy work for you, they can serve as useful tools to help you notice patterns and track your progress. For example, after a session of guided meditation or breath work, you might use a wearable device to see how your heart rate has changed. Such feedback can reinforce your practice by showing tangible evidence of your inner shifts. Let's also talk about the importance of physical touch and self-massage in manipulating energy. Often we underestimate the power of our own hands. Self-massage can be an incredibly effective way to stimulate the flow of energy through your body. Whether it's a gentle rub on your temples, a massage of your neck, or even a full-body self-massage using a roller, these actions help break up tension and clear blockages. When you massage an area that feels tight or restricted, imagine that you're not just relaxing your muscles, but also releasing stagnant energy that has been holding you back. Allow your hands to explore your body with curiosity and compassion, treating each area as a reservoir of potential energy waiting to be released. Visualization techniques, when tailored specifically to energy work, can be a game changer. Instead of simply visualizing a desired outcome, like a new job or improved relationships, try visualizing the energy itself. Picture your energy as a brilliant light or a vibrant current flowing through you. You might imagine it as a stream of color that changes and adapts with every thought and emotion. As you meditate or practice breath work, visualize this energy growing stronger, more coherent, and radiating outward. With regular practice, this visualization becomes more vivid, and you start to notice that your inner energy not only feels different, but seems to attract different circumstances as well. It's like tuning an instrument until it produces the perfect note. Over time, your internal frequency will harmonize with the external world. In addition to these individual practices, there's a powerful technique that involves combining multiple modalities into a single, fluid routine. For instance, you might begin your day with a short meditation, then move into a series of gentle yoga poses, followed by a focused session of breathwork. This integrative approach allows you to work with your energy on several levels at once, calming the mind, releasing physical tension, and tuning your body's internal rhythm. As you practice this sequence consistently, you might find that you enter your day with a sense of centeredness and clarity that carries you through even the most challenging moments. One of the most exciting aspects of active energy manipulation is the freedom to experiment and create your own rituals. There isn't a single right way to work with your energy. What matters is that you find techniques that resonate with you personally. You might discover that you prefer the stillness of meditation over the movement of yoga, or perhaps you find that sound healing creates the most noticeable shifts in your state. The process of exploration itself is part of the transformation. Allow yourself the freedom to try new methods, discard what doesn't work, and refine what does. Over time, you'll develop a personalized practice that feels uniquely yours, a set of tools that you can call upon whenever you need to shift your energy. Some people find it helpful to create a dedicated space for energy work. This might be a corner of your room with soft lighting, calming music, and objects that inspire you, perhaps crystals, plants, or a favorite piece of art. This space doesn't have to be elaborate. It just needs to be a place where you can retreat and focus solely on your inner state without distractions. By consistently practicing in the same space, you begin to associate that area with positive energy and transformation, which can further enhance your practice. Let's not forget the role of movement in a broader sense. Besides structured practices like yoga or Tai Chi, consider incorporating simple, mindful movements into your everyday life. This might be as easy as taking a mindful walk outside, paying attention to the rhythm of your steps, or even doing a few stretches at your desk. Movement helps break up the monotony of sedentary routines and infuses your day with a burst of energy. It reminds you that energy is not static. It's meant to flow, to be dynamic, and to adapt to each moment. Another technique worth exploring is the use of affirmations specifically designed to work with your energy. While many manifestation videos offer generic affirmations, active energy manipulation requires affirmations that are deeply connected to your personal experience of energy. Instead of saying, "I am successful," try something like, "I am in tune with the flow of energy within me, and I use it to create a vibrant, dynamic life." When you repeat these affirmations, do so with conviction, imagining that you are already embodying the energy you wish to cultivate. Over time, these affirmations can help rewire your thought patterns, reinforcing your ability to consciously direct your energy. There's also something to be said for the power of sound in energy work. Many cultures have long used chants, mantras, or even simple humming as a way to influence their inner state. The vibration of your voice is a direct expression of your internal energy. Try choosing a sound or mantra that feels empowering to you and repeat it during your meditation or even as you go about your day. You might notice that certain sounds evoke strong feelings or memories, which in turn can help you access deeper layers of your energy. Experiment with different tones and rhythms until you find one that truly resonates. As you delve deeper into these practices, you may begin to notice subtle shifts in your energy throughout the day. Perhaps you'll find that after a focused session of breathwork, you're more alert and your thoughts are clearer. Maybe after a period of mindful movement, you feel lighter, as if you've shed some of the heaviness that once weighed you down. These shifts may be gradual at first, but with consistent practice, they can become more pronounced. The key is to stay patient and open to the process. Each small change is a stepping stone toward greater mastery over your energy. For some, working with energy might also involve exploring external tools and objects. Crystals, for instance, are believed by many to hold specific vibrational frequencies that can interact with your energy field. Whether or not you subscribe fully to these ideas, experimenting with crystals can be a fun and intriguing part of your practice. Hold a crystal in your hand, notice its texture and weight, and imagine its energy merging with your own. You might try placing a crystal on your heart or forehead during meditation, observing any changes in your internal state. The process is highly subjective, but over time you may find that certain crystals consistently help you achieve a deeper, more focused state of energy. Energy manipulation is also a social practice. Engaging with a community or finding a mentor who is experienced in these techniques can offer invaluable support and insight. When you share your journey with others, you open yourself up to new perspectives and methods that you might not have discovered on your own. Group practices, such as guided meditations or energy workshops, can amplify the effects of your personal work and create a sense of collective empowerment. In these settings, you might experience the phenomenon of group energy, a palpable sense of connection and shared intention that can elevate everyone's practice. One last technique to mention is the practice of setting intentions. While it might sound simple, setting clear, focused intentions is a cornerstone of active energy manipulation. At the beginning of each practice session, whether it's meditation, breathwork, or movement, take a moment to state your intention. This could be something like, "I intend to clear away negative energy and invite in vibrant, healing light," or "I am ready to embrace the full spectrum of my inner energy." These intentions serve as a guiding star for your practice, giving your efforts direction and purpose. They help you remain focused on the desired shift, even when distractions arise. In summary, practical techniques for active energy manipulation are all about taking control of your inner landscape through conscious, deliberate actions. From deep, guided meditations and structured breath work to the fluid movements of yoga and tai chi. Every method is designed to help you connect with and direct your energy. It's a process of exploration and self-discovery, where you learn to tune your internal frequency just like you'd tune a radio, finding that clear, powerful signal that resonates with your highest self. The beauty of these techniques is that they're accessible to anyone, regardless of background or prior experience. Whether you're just starting out or you've been exploring energy work for years, there's always something new to learn and integrate into your practice. What matters most is that you commit to engaging with your energy actively, rather than waiting for change to happen on its own. So, start small. Choose one or two practices that appeal to you and incorporate them into your daily routine. Over time, as you become more attuned to your inner state, you can experiment with combining methods, exploring new modalities, and even developing your own unique rituals. Every breath, every movement, every sound becomes a tool in your journey to master your energy. Remember, energy manipulation isn't about instant miracles. It's about consistent, mindful practice that builds over time, transforming not just your moments of calm, but your overall way of being. With every session, you're strengthening your ability to harness your inner power, setting the stage for a life that's vibrant, balanced, and full of possibility. Embrace the process. Trust in your own capacity to shift and grow, and know that the journey toward active energy manipulation is one of the most empowering paths you can choose. Every technique you learn, every moment you spend tuning into your inner state, is a step toward reclaiming your personal power and creating the reality you've always dreamed of. Now that you're getting your hands dirty with energy techniques, let's talk about the mental side of things, your mindset. You see, all these practices work best when your mind is free from the chains of limiting beliefs. These are the little voices in your head that tell you you're not good enough, that you don't deserve success, or that the world isn't on your side. We all have these beliefs, often picked up in childhood or through our everyday experiences. And if you're trying to manipulate your energy while clinging to these negative thoughts, it's like trying to run a race with an anchor tied to your ankle. You need to recognize these thoughts for what they are and start shifting them. One way to do this is by practicing self-reflection. Throughout your day, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? What thoughts are coming up? It might be uncomfortable at first, but once you start noticing these patterns, you can begin to challenge them. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, try shifting your focus to what you can do right now to change that feeling. There are also some really cool exercises out there that go beyond simple affirmations. One idea is to use dynamic energy exercises, where you intentionally generate positive energy through movement, sound, or even dance. When you're actively moving your body and feeling good, you're not just tricking your mind into positivity. You're actually raising your vibrational frequency. And as we've talked about, higher frequencies attract higher outcomes. Another aspect of mindset work is understanding the role of emotional intelligence. It's not just about positive thinking. It's about recognizing your emotions, accepting them, and then choosing to move in a different direction if they're not serving you. If you're feeling anxious, take a moment to breathe deeply and allow that feeling to pass without judgment. Over time, you'll start to see that you have the power to shift your emotions by shifting your focus and energy. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and rewire itself, is another fascinating area that supports energy work. Every time you choose to think differently or engage in a new habit, you're literally reshaping your brain's pathways. This means that with consistent practice, you can reprogram those old, limiting beliefs and replace them with new, empowering ones. The process isn't instant, but every small step you take builds momentum toward a more energetic, positive life. So, while it might sound a bit abstract, the bottom line is that your mindset forms the backbone of your energy. If you want to really take charge and manipulate your energy, you've got to start by transforming those limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. It's one thing to learn these techniques and ideas, but the real magic happens when you bring them into your everyday life. You're not just a passive receiver of energy. You're an active participant in how your day unfolds. Think about it. From the moment you wake up to the time you go to sleep, every single thought, emotion, and action is a chance to influence your energy. Start by looking at your daily routines. What do you do first thing in the morning? Instead of mindlessly scrolling through your phone or diving straight into work, try creating a short ritual that centers you. This could be as simple as a few minutes of breath work, a quick meditation, or even some gentle stretching. The goal is to set a positive tone for your day by actively tuning into your energy. Then there's the way you interact with your surroundings. The energy in your home, your workplace, or even on social media can have a big impact on your state. Think about the last time you felt totally drained after a long day. Chances are, you were surrounded by negativity. That's why it's so important to curate your environment. This might mean spending more time with people who lift you up, or even rearranging your space to create a more calming, energy-friendly atmosphere. Another powerful aspect of daily energy work is learning to manage your energy in the moment. Have you ever felt a sudden dip in energy at work or during a stressful situation? Instead of letting it spiral, take a moment to check in with yourself. A quick, deep breath, a short walk, or even a brief pause to appreciate something positive can shift your energy in an instant. It's all about creating little touch points throughout your day that remind you that you're in charge. If you've ever heard the phrase self-care, you know it often comes down to small, intentional actions. Whether it's taking a break to listen to your favorite song, calling a friend, or simply stepping outside for a bit of fresh air, these moments are all opportunities to recharge and recalibrate your energy. By making self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine, you ensure that you're constantly feeding your energy reserves rather than depleting them. And here's another cool idea. Use your evenings as a time to reflect and reset. Journaling can be a fantastic tool here. Spend a few minutes each night writing about how you felt throughout the day, what moments made you feel high and energized, and what times left you feeling off. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns that can help you make better choices about how you spend your energy. The key is to be honest with yourself and view each day as a stepping stone toward a more vibrant and empowered state. By now, you've probably realized that there's a huge difference between sitting back and watching manifestation videos and actively engaging with your own energy. It's like the difference between being a spectator at a sports game and actually playing on the field. Watching might be entertaining, but if you want to score goals in life, you need to get off the couch and join the game. Let's break it down. Passive consumption leaves you in a loop of what-ifs and maybe someday thinking. You're constantly looking for the next video, the next tip, the next hack to magically fix your life. But when you start practicing energy manipulation, you become the author of your own story. Instead of waiting for something to change, you're actively creating the change. This is where all the techniques we talked about earlier come together. When you combine meditation, breathwork, movement, and mindset shifts, you're not just hoping for a better reality, you're building one. And the best part? You can see progress almost immediately. Maybe it's a shift in your mood, a better day at work, or a new perspective on an old problem. Whatever it is, you're taking concrete steps toward mastering your energy. There are plenty of inspiring stories out there from people who made the leap from passive to active. They're the ones who stopped waiting for the universe to deliver and started using the tools available to shape their lives. Whether it's someone who transformed their health, career, or relationships, these stories all share one common thread: action. When you begin to work with your energy in a hands-on way, you open up a whole new world of possibilities. It's also important to note that this journey isn't about perfection. There will be setbacks, off days, and moments when you feel like you're back at square one. But every time you get up and try again, you're strengthening your ability to direct your energy. Think of it as a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. And before you know it, you'll be operating on a whole new level of awareness and capability. So, if you're tired of feeling stuck and ready to break free from the endless cycle of passive manifestation videos, now's the time to step up. Take the tools you've learned, experiment with them, and see how your life begins to change when you become an active creator instead of a passive consumer. Now that you're getting comfortable with the hands-on techniques, let's dive a little deeper into the theories behind all of this. I'm not here to give you a lecture in a lab coat, but I do want to share some fascinating ideas that might blow your mind and add extra fuel to your energy work journey. For starters, let's talk about consciousness. There's a growing body of research that suggests our consciousness isn't just a byproduct of our brain, it might actually be a fundamental part of how the universe works. Think about the observer effect in quantum physics. Particles behave differently when they're observed. Some interpret this as evidence that our consciousness can affect reality at a fundamental level. Whether you take this as scientific fact or an intriguing theory, it definitely makes you wonder about the power of your mind. Another angle to explore is the idea of vibration and resonance. Everything in the universe vibrates at a certain frequency, including our thoughts, emotions, and even the air around us. When you learn to tune into your own energy and raise your vibration, you're essentially aligning yourself with a different channel of reality. This isn't just abstract talk. There's plenty of anecdotal evidence and even some scientific studies that show how sound frequencies, for example, can affect our mood and even our physical health. Then there's the whole concept of quantum leaps and sudden shifts in energy. Ever heard of quantum jumps? In physics, electrons don't move smoothly from one orbit to another. They jump almost instantaneously from one state to another. Some energy practitioners see a parallel in our own lives. When you really shift your inner state, the changes in your external world can happen suddenly, almost like a leap. It's a reminder that sometimes you don't have to slowly inch your way to transformation. A single shift in energy can open the door to a whole new reality. These ideas might sound a bit out there, but they're part of the growing conversation about how our inner world connects with the outer world. Even if the science isn't settled yet, the point is that there's a rich tapestry of theories that support the idea of active energy work. And if you start experimenting with these concepts, you might find that your personal experiences confirm that there's more to energy than meets the eye. At this point, you might be feeling inspired, and maybe even a little overwhelmed by the possibilities. Learning to manipulate your energy isn't something that happens overnight. It's a journey, a process of trial and error, growth and transformation. But here's the really exciting part. Every step you take brings you closer to mastering the energy that shapes your reality. This part of the journey is all about self-trust and confidence. You need to believe that you have the power to change your state, to shift your energy, and to create the life you want. It's not about some external magic. It's about the inner strength and determination that you cultivate along the way. You'll have moments of doubt, sure, but every time you push through, you build a stronger, more resilient energy muscle. Setting high vibrational goals is another key element. It's not enough to just wish for things to change. You have to set clear, actionable objectives that resonate with who you truly are. Maybe that means visualizing yourself living a healthier, more joyful life, or taking concrete steps toward a passion project you've always dreamed about. The idea is to align your goals with your highest energy state, so that every action you take feels natural and powerful. And let's be honest, setbacks are part of the process. There will be days when nothing seems to go right, when your energy feels low and your dreams feel distant. But these challenges are not failures. They're opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Every setback teaches you something about your energy patterns and shows you where you need to make adjustments. Embrace these moments as part of the journey to mastery. The journey to energy mastery is a lifelong commitment. It's about continuously learning, practicing, and refining your skills. Over time, you'll notice that not only do you begin to control your energy more effectively, but your entire perspective on life shifts. You start to see challenges as opportunities, setbacks as lessons, and every day becomes a chance to create something amazing. Remember, this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, and every step you take matters. Let's bring it all home by talking about daily practices, those small, consistent actions that add up to big changes. If you want to really learn how to manipulate your energy, you've got to integrate these practices into your everyday routine. It might feel like extra work at first, but trust me, once you build these habits, you'll see how natural they become. Start your day with a simple ritual that grounds you in your energy work. Whether it's a few minutes of mindful breathing, a short guided meditation, or even a quick stretch to get your blood flowing, these small acts set a positive tone for the rest of your day. The idea is to wake up not just physically, but energetically, so that you're already tuned into your inner power as you face the day ahead. Midday is another perfect time for an energy check-in. You might find that after a busy morning, your energy starts to dip. That's when a quick reset can do wonders. Take a moment to step away from your work. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Remind yourself of your intentions and visualize your energy centers recharging. This doesn't have to be a long session. Even a minute or two can make a big difference. When evening rolls around, use that time for reflection and restoration. Journaling is a great tool here. Write down how you felt throughout the day, what moments boosted your energy, and what times drained you. Over time, you'll notice patterns that help you adjust your routines and better protect your energy. It's all about creating a feedback loop that helps you grow and refine your practices. Of course, not every day will be perfect. Some days you might find it harder to get into your energy work, and that's okay. The goal isn't to be perfect every single day, but to keep showing up, learning, and experimenting. Think of it like building a muscle. It takes time, effort, and consistency, but every little bit counts. Beyond your own practice, remember that energy work can also be a social journey. Engage with communities or mentors who are also exploring these ideas. Sharing your experiences, challenges, and breakthroughs can create a supportive environment that accelerates your learning. Whether you join a local group, participate in online forums, or simply talk with a friend who's on the same path, community energy is a powerful resource in itself. So, where does all of this leave you? The journey we've been talking about isn't just about learning techniques, it's about creating a life that's in sync with your true energetic self. By taking control of your energy, you're no longer at the mercy of passive manifesting videos or wishful thinking. Instead, you become the active creator of your reality. Think back to everything we've covered, from understanding your inner state to daily practices and advanced theories. Each of these pieces is like a tool in your energy toolbox. When you start using them together, you build a system that supports you in every part of your life. It's no longer about hoping for a miracle. It's about knowing that you have the power to shape your experiences step by step. This is where you start to see real, tangible changes. Maybe you notice that you're more focused, your relationships are better, or you're finally making progress on that dream project. It's not magic in the fairy tale sense. It's the natural result of aligning your actions, thoughts, and energy with what you truly desire. And the more you practice, the more you'll realize that this is something you can do over and over again, every day. As you continue on this path, keep in mind that energy work is a personal journey. Your experiences will be unique, and that's a good thing. Don't get too hung up on comparing your progress to someone else's. Instead, celebrate the small victories. Each moment when you feel more in control, more alive, and more in tune with your inner power. That's the true measure of success in energy manipulation. Finally, let this be a call to action. Stop waiting for the universe to hand you your dreams on a silver platter. Step up, take charge, and start actively working with your energy. There's no better time than now to become the master of your own reality. To wrap it all up, let's revisit what we've learned today. We started by acknowledging the limitations of passively watching manifestation videos and moved into the world of active energy manipulation. We explored what energy really is, how our inner state influences everything around us, and how you can take practical steps to shift your energy and, by extension, your reality. You've discovered that true transformation isn't about sitting back and wishing for change. It's about rolling up your sleeves and doing the work. Whether it's through meditation, breath work, movement, or simply changing the way you think. Every action you take is a step toward mastering your energy. Remember, this journey is ongoing. It's not a one-time fix, but a lifelong practice of self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. As you continue to work on these techniques, you'll not only see changes in your external world, but in your own sense of self. You'll start to feel more confident, more energetic, and more connected to the incredible force that is you. So, thank you for joining me on this deep dive into energy manipulation. I hope you feel inspired and empowered to stop watching from the sidelines and start actively creating the life you deserve. Now, go out there and take control of your energy. Your future is waiting, and it's ready for you to shape it, one breath, one movement, and one thought at a time.